everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's redecorating video, I have redecorated 3 squishies to match my subscribers' icons. I've chosen 3 and this was actually inspired by a subscriber of mine who's requested this a bunch of times for me to make their icon. So that's exactly what I've done today. So yeah, these are the 3 underneath my hands so I don't spoil it. So the first one was Royal Donuts, and this was the subscriber that actually inspired me to do this DIY for you. So what I did for this one, I took that blue squishy that I've been using in a lot of other DIYs and I actually made a charm of this. And what I did was I took a small piece of memory foam and I just shaped it into a little crown. I made the bottom of it curved so that it was able to loop onto the donut without having any like air gaps or anything like that. And what I did was took some hot glue and just stuck it to the very top of the donut. Next, I coloured the crown in gold and I just used this tulip fabric paint in a metallic gold colour and just painted the whole of that crown in this colour. Now it was super hard to see the colour of this icon, but I think it was pink, so I just went ahead and painted all the blue and covered up all the design with a pink puffy paint mixture that I'd mixed up from a previous DIY and just had hanging around. Once the pink was fully dry, I then went in with a blue and a red to add little sprinkles all over the donut. Again, I couldn't quite 100% see the icon, but I think it did have sprinkles on, so I added them. And then what I did was took some black puffy paint by Tulip and I just added on the 2 big eyes that were seen on the icon. And I just painted these on with a really small paintbrush and then popped some white as the highlight, as obviously on the icon. So once all the paint was fully dried, my squishy was then complete. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think it's turned out super similar to the icon of Royal Donuts, which is what I was trying to do. It's also turned out a little tiny bit more slow rising than it was. I'm sure you've seen me squish this one on a few other videos. That's why I didn't insert the clips on this particular video. So yeah, really happy with the first one. So the second DIY icon I decided to do was Kawaii Onion. I always see this person comment on all my videos, so it was only about time that I did one. And when I seen this pumpkin from the other day, I knew exactly what I wanted to redecorate it like, so that's exactly what I decided to do. As you can see here, it's super slow rising already. But anyway, what I did was I covered it with a pinky brown coloured fabric paint mixture to begin with. This was actually supposed to be a bit browner, but for some reason I put too much red in it and just like went with it anyway. So yeah, I just painted the whole entire thing in that colour. And then for the second layer, I made it slightly more brown to be like an onion colour, you know, just adding a bit more browns and stuff into it to take out all the pink. Now the pumpkin did kind of smell like butter, but once I'd left it out of the packet for a few days and painted it, it no longer smelled, so that was a win-win. But another thing with this was that it had like the indentation of the pumpkin, but if you carried on doing layers of paint that would fill up, but I didn't really bother about that because I wanted to paint the face on the other side anyway. So what I did was took some black puffy paint and I just painted on the little face with a paintbrush. I just copied the icon, as obviously that's what I've been trying to do in this video, and just put the same expression that was on that onto the little onion. Now, I did make it a little bit too slow rising with the layers of paint, so I just added on 2 little snips on the bottom. This doesn't really affect it in any way, it just gives it a really nice like slow rising bounce back rather than taking too long, and I just think this like level of slow risingness is just perfect. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I feel like just a simple change of colours really shaped it up. I feel like it does really look like a little onion, so I'm really happy about it. And I've just wanted to create this squishy for a long time. The slow rising off of it is just great, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So for the third one, I decided to do Creamy Peach Puffs icon, as I see this subscriber comment so much too, and I already had a little peach squishy that I had no idea what to do with. So I took some gold glitter fabric paint, some gold metallic fabric paint, and some yellow along with some white puffy paint all mixed up in a little tub to make the pearly, glittery, goldy kind of yellow that has been seen on peach squishies. What I did was just plop loads of this on the bottom and then took my finger to kind of blend it into that pink at the top to create a nice ombre type effect. Once the yellow was completely dried, I then went in with black puffy paint yet again and a small paintbrush and just painted on the expression that was on Creamy Peach Puffs icon. This was just 2 little eyes with a little tiny mouth in between and some highlight on the other side of the eye that I usually do it on, which was a nice little change. I also just added some green fabric paint to the leaf bit where the leaf was on the icon also. So once this one was dry, my squishy for Creamy Peach Puffs icon was complete. I'm really happy with how this one turned out also. I think it definitely gives it a little bit extra character rather than it just being a plain peach squishy. Obviously this one came super small, so I'm super happy that I finally put it to use for something, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So that is the third and final DIY fully complete, and I'm just so happy with how they turned out. I feel like they all look similar to the icons they were supposed to, and I'm just really happy with them. If you want your icon to be recreated, please leave a little comment in the comment section down below and I will see what I can do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!